as they start to make their way in towards this A bomb site, trying to leave their mark. It's the AWP in with another. And, ooh, all right, it's gotten a little more interesting now, thanks to Heap and Halzerg. Bomb getting planted in a 2-on-3. This is doable for Dignitas. Not going to be easy. Certainly better spot than where they were moments ago.
Yes.
Oh, here they come. He's got the flank from short. He needs Halzerg to stay alive. Down he goes, though. Two riflers on the way. Hampus showing a bit of head, and down he goes. Nork has to commit to this, but he will run away. Sound cues the herd, and it will be a clean sheet remaining for Dignitas in terms of score. Big headshot from Heat, but he survived just. 4-0 for Dignitas. NiP looking for their first round. Their turn to suffer a difficult start.
Only nades behind the pistols here for NiP. Getting with a really good start. 4-0 on the T side. Methodical. Calculated. And getting richer by the second, but that's a great headshot. Twist through the boiler. Get that rifle out of there. They want it. And they might get it. Double push and apps. Nork and Twist moving through to the bedroom. Harry, it's a good position, but not for this angle. Will they clear him? Oh, nice shot from Harry. There's one more. He's half health. Wrapped from the back. Twist with a kill. And now there's AKs to be offered up.
Oh, but look at Halzerg, man. He knows. He knows. Oh, but knowing's only half the battle. The other half being the battle itself. And that's not a fight that Halzerg wins. He's brought down low. There's rotations coming around from B. This could get out of hand. This could get a little scary. Freiburg. Come on, Freiburg. Roll back the years over here at long. He's trying to look for this kill in the library. Can't quite find it, but it doesn't matter. The smokes are down. Gives you a little bit more room to work with. Little more room, I guess. But they're kind of making it feel very claustrophobic here on the NiP side. It's only Heap left in this one. In the hot seat. Out he goes in through the apartments with the opener onto Twist. And the turnaround. Spots the man over in the apartments wrapping around behind. Does get into the bomb site just about lives to tell the tale, but he's getting chased down, he's getting hounded, he's getting pressured, and there it is. NiP with just the pistols, they lock in their first round. It all kind of falls apart once that AK finds its way into the hands of Twist. The A site plays slowed down. Freiburg's caught by the lower wrap in through that B bomb site. And yeah, man, NiP, they weren't meant to get away with that, but they do.
Well, sometimes the first one is a random one. They still need to win. Well, they both need to win this round because no one's got any money left. So this is a key round, and that's a great start for Ninjas in Pajamas. Nork with some aggression. Damage taken as they fall back through the molly, but they're alive. Dignitas, however, quickly taken position top mid, and you can see them crab walking up short. There is a smoke. Twist knows what could be possible. Reload will give his position away, and there's suddenly just 3 players standing on short as Rez gets traded. You can see the full rotation now from Ninjas in Pajamas. Nork on the flank, but that leaves Twist to do a lot on his own. Doesn't get the first kill. That will speed Nork up now, scoped in. Has anybody heard it though? Forest has, but can't do anything about it. Bombs dropped on the site though. Heaping down to 1 versus 3. Minutes on the clock due to the quickness of this push. So he's got time to try and clutch, unlike the last time. Does he just wait for the smoke to go right inside it? Indeed he does. Doesn't quite have the jump on Hampers though. And it's a second round for NiP.
Slow and steady wins the race. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Sorry, I'm just reading all these signs on my wall. It's not a house, it's a home. Or what
Oh
else do they
yeah,
have in
all your like
bathrooms?
emotional, like I can't even like inspirational
Yeah,
quotes
it's like mum
and stuff.
quotes,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I love those T-shirts that you can get where it's like, I don't know if you've seen them. They're like the ones you get like ads for on just anything really, and it'll say like, I love my mum. I am a mother's boy, but also I eat beef and I bench 300 kilos. I will kill you if you come near my mother. And then it's like, that's literally what it says on the T-shirt.
Those are all
It's
very
like,
good points.
it's like, well, okay. I mean, I guess, you know, you really wear your heart on your sleeve, right? Like, literally, like, I know what you're about.
I bench my mum. I eat beans every day.
Jesus.
She weighs 300 pounds. If you come near me.
Oh,
Dear.
I'm lightheaded now. Look at that. Nork with the opener. Can he get any more? Little tagaroo, and he's out of there. Goodbye. Oh, another for Nork. And he's still getting pressured. Finally, they shut him down. It's Forrest with the CZ. Now he's got that stylish little AWP fade. A little faded number. Everyone's loving it. Damn, bro, where'd you get that fade? Ooh, but look at this. It's Alpha's back in T-Spawn, CT spawn rather. Lighting them up. And look at that. Look at him go. 3 on the board for NiP.
Damn, dude, where'd you find this? Yeah, dude, the jumping Glock train through CT spawn. Not bad at getting something done, but the AWP is saved, and so is the round by NiP. Double AWP, here it is. Hampus over Twist. That's pretty normal in Inferno. We often see him towards B and Nork on the short side, or even in apartments at times. In most other maps, it is Twist to second AWP, but yeah, Hampus going back now, forcing a rotate. It's Rez to leave. Keeps eating some grenades. Not a lot of util left for Dig, like enough, sure. They've got smokes. But NiP currently holding on to a lot of incendiaries.
Molly to stop a crossfire and any aggressive plays. Maybe some AWP angles as well. Hampus already further back. NiP playing further back on the A-bomb site as well. Nork holding along with the AWP. So they'll be devoid of information, Ninjas in Pajamas, unless they perhaps go for an aggressive play on Banana with that second AWP on Hampus. But it seems he's going to rotate with a smoke top Banana. So I'll be guessing for a B bomb site play. He's on Speedway at the moment, and this is how you get info late round. The AWP moving up short. Nork will hold his position, gets a second one. Racer trying to hold them down. There's a third from Nork, and facing his spot. Rez will save him. Oh no, he won't actually. He'll go down. However, Dignitas will get dropped in from 1 to 5, and with 3 players alive, there's another CT round. Momentum may be in their favor now.
Some fine shooting from the AWP of Nork. And even the jump on the barrel as well won't save his life, no, but it will be the AWP picked back up at the end of the round. Damn, dude, just the repeaks on the short side. No punishment for it, not until it's already too late, not until the round is done. Let's check these shots. Bang. Another one. Ain't bad. Pistols out here for Dig. Gotta go fast. Oh, is this a quick apps burst? You've got one mid player, maybe the guy. Oh, I like that. They tuck, they hide in case anyone's jumping the boiler cross. They won't see heavy on mid presence. Freiburg dies in the bottom of B. Everyone else has made up ult though. So they won't have Freiburg be able to, you know, throw any utility. We might even see a B flank as well available, but Dig, they can pop their way through the apartments. Keeps walking a smoke, won't work. Smoke on long, Knock goes back, Twist dropping off the balcony as well as a flash comes in. Actually, he's still on the railing. Nice angle as Plopsky draws them in. Twist will drop the bomb, and there's no one left to fight. Dig lose everyone in the site and only get one kill on that eco. Good round for NiP, but here come the guns.
It's 5 in a row, isn't it? If I'm not mistaken, for Ninjas in Pajamas.
Yes, indeed.
Well, that's a nice turnaround now. We'll see if they can keep it up. As we press on this last map, loser is eliminated. With a little jiggle, meaty grenades down Banana. Be collected by Freiburg. Unwanted present. How far is Rez looking to go here? He's got support with the AWP. Oh, just as he looks away, but he'll look back in time. Try and create some space for himself, avoid some spray by hugging the wall. He's being tagged a little bit though. The grenade will finish him off. So at this point, you have to wonder if it was worth it. 4-on-4 normally favor Dignitas. Twist has gone for a push in second mid though, so there is some information, but Nork doesn't seem convinced just yet. There are blind spots for Twist, so it'll still be 2 players on the B bomb site for NiP despite this position from Twist.
Right then, big Hampus with the AWP. Oh, he's blind. Blind as ever. Plopsky trying to hold on, but he's getting pressured from everywhere. Tumbles down the first. That's Freiburg caught in the spray. It will fall into the 2-on-3 for Dig. They're trying to get the bomb planted. They get it down. Everyone's feeling a little bit antsy right about now, but they replenish some of these smokes. Forest and Halzerg left alive in this one, and Forest is very, very patient. Oh no, he turns into the flash. And now it is left on to big Halzerg. The back of the site, Nade does good damage, chips him down just a little bit, and there's the peak from Nork to round it out. NiP onto 6, continuing to streak these rounds together. Just not giving anything up, not giving any room over. And, you know, it's a bit unfortunate there, right? Forest tries to turn from a flash to watch CT, only to turn into the flash, and then dies to Banana, the position he was holding anyway. Also got the double orbs out for NiP. Hampus, where's he taking it? Over here towards the B side by the looks of things. Are they going to try and get him posted so he can watch this side of the map, maybe free up an extra player? They've got 3 here early on, so I imagine that could be the decision-making behind it. You know, you get a Rez to dump some of his utility down Banana. He rotates back towards A to go help out. Plopsky and Hampus then exert control down towards Banana. And this is nice bits of real estate getting taken here by NiP. And the beauty of it is now is that, yeah, look, you'll see that rotation coming through. Plopsky going towards the A-bomb site, and that's because they've got Hampus boosted on the half wall with the orb, so he can just watch Banana.
One minute mark. Long smoked. NiP will oblige by smoking short. They're going to boost over the flower pots, get some info, and re-smoke from Rez in a long position, and they know that no one's top mid for the time being for Dignitas. Hampus having a look, he's got to buy time himself. Got a smoke in the hole, and look at the time on the clock. 33 seconds, and he still has that one smoke just deployed now on Banana. That will surely spell trouble for Dignitas, who look committed to the B bomb site here. Have a third man rotating in Nork. Then we be a Molly at the front of the sites as well. He's going to push through and take a pot shot. Then they've got to stream in and avoid these Molotovs. There'll be a support flashbang from the CTs at the back. They can face at the same time. Rez trying to burst in a headshot position. And they've lost spots on the site. Heap to create some space for the smoke as the bomb gets planted. Very unlikely plant from Dignitas, but here it is.
Oh, Heap's trying to re-aggro, but Twist is waiting for him. This is a perfect position, and Twist, it pays off. Freiburg pushing the AWP. He's going to jump it, and he kills it as well. Picked up the gun, 2 ops in the post plant, but a missed shot. Still holds a he's behind the pillar with a kill of his own, and Twist is in the clutch. Very doable. Time is the biggest problem, and they're not giving him the kills he needs. Just a shot to connect, and there it is. 1v1. Freiburg's in spawn, though, not in the ruins. A stick might need to happen here, and there is cover for it. Freiburg with a peek. And Twist now tapping again. It's done. It's over. It's a dig round.
One bullet.
And there it is. Freiburg, he hits the one he needs. Twist can't get his off. And Dig, they win the fast B play. Beautiful stuff.
So, James, I don't know if you saw this, but someone actually linked us one of the T-shirts we were talking about on Twitter. They linked you in it as well, but I can read it out. So this is on a T-shirt, bear in mind. It says, "I don't have a stepdaughter. I have a freaking awesome daughter who happened to be born before I met her. She's stubborn, messy, a brat at times. She's clumsy, loud, and a bit silly sometimes. But in my eyes, she's the definition of perfection and beauty. Mess with her, and they'll never find your body." There we go.
You have a
Is
daughter?
that real? That's not real, is it? It doesn't
That's
look
real. Dude. People, these are sold, and people buy them, and they'll like put up pictures of them wearing it. And I'm thinking, like, there's a small essay on your T-shirt, and it always ends in violence as well. It starts off like declaring love for someone in your family normally.
Only American people would wear that.
I can't disagree with that statement.
Oh. Well, if you're fortunate enough
That's
to
what
own
happens when
one,
you don't have
let us know.
hobbies. You just need more hobbies. Come out, Blocky is not on fire here, but he certainly will be. Oh no, it's Hampus actually stealing all the kills away. 4K on the B bomb site.
Chase him.
Also trying to bounce into the sides, and he will stop the ace from happening at the very least. 50 seconds to try and win this round. Will create some space for himself with a smoke grenade, plant the bomb. 1 versus 3 now as he continues to eat flashbangs. Putting one in CT, but over the smoke. Twist will just about get there. Great individual performance from Hampus on the bomb site. Had Plopsky for distraction at the very least. Very solid 4K, which allows NiP to make it to 7 rounds.
Yeah, damn fine hold from the back of the site. It takes a running blinded no-scope AWP to remove Hampus from the round. 4 kills for him. This one, very unsure as to where it's going, very unclear who's winning this game. It's going to be a long one. I imagine we're going to all 30 already. Pistols out, fast up ult. We got a hero AK on Halzuk. Molly goes into apps, and they're going to run through it with the smoke blooming, the shot spraying, and Twist with 3 mops up the round in an instant. There is that AK. Freiburg retrieves it, but NiP, they've already dropped back into the pit. They're playing far more passive now. 2v5. Good luck.
Well, Freiburg has a rifle at the very least. Got 1 minute to 1v, never mind. Nork is there, he has the angle and an AWP. 8 rounds for Dignitas. Ninjas in pajamas even. Making a reasonable score out of this first half. It's been a long series in some ways. The first map wasn't long at all. But it may have felt long for Dignitas as it was a pretty horrible map for them. Second map was certainly a struggle. Really had to have a massive comeback on Vertigo to take it to Inferno. Now we find ourselves in the dying rounds of the first half. Another highlight reel. Lovely spray down for Twist against an ecoing team. Again, that performance from Hampus was pretty special on the B-bomb site. Dignitas now still have a chance to get 7 here in this first half. That wouldn't be too shabby. First, they've got to aim for 6.
Yeah, slow on the approach here for Dig, man. This is a real kind of dominant streak that NiP have been on. You know, very much taking this half back into their hands. And so now for Dignitas, you know, it's just about kind of finding some short-term solutions, anything, just to even gimmick around onto the board. help yourselves out, give yourself that much more to work with moving into the second half. You know, we've seen already that 6 rounds has been enough for Dig. But the utility getting lined up outside of the A site. They leave Heap back at B just to keep that banana control, and they're isolating that fight on the twist. That's big. They even deal with Rez, who did find himself up on the boost, but now Nork inside of the A site. Good for a double. But it is NiP still in trouble. The rotation back round here as they move in for the retake and just catching them as the smoke plumes. It's now left onto Heap. The man who came in late from that B site. His attention is away from the short side, but he's not quite stabbed in the back yet. Tapping in this bomb. Ooh, the smoke spam from Hampus is clean. It's good. Does everything he should. 9 on the board for NiP. And a real chance now at 10-5 half, because the money for Dig, they needed that bomb plant. They would have killed for it. They did kill for it, but not enough.
Do they want to sacrifice some AKs here? Well, the answer is no for Harry. He had 3,700 clean. But there are decisions to be made. We can see Hulzak with 3,500. So they could go for a fast play, mostly with AK-47s. However, if something goes wrong and NiP use their utility well, Molotovs and so on, they may be left with no grenades with which to take position. So they've really got to think carefully about what they want to do here. We'll see that Freiburg will sacrifice the AK to get a Galil and some grenades, and Heap will do the same, as will Forest. So they're giving themselves some room to breathe here. It's a nice shot from Hulzak.
This is
Ooh, these flicks though. Oh my god.
I thought he legged Hulzak there, but already low. Here it is, last of the half. Dig, 6 rounds would be fantastic. That would be the, you know, the foundations of a win here. NiP though still holding the lead. Money's been good to them this half, and the Orbs have been even better. Plopsky is lining up banana retake utility. Renee goes over. Is he going to dump the molly smoke combo that you often see towards the car or not car? And if he does, it will need to be soon, because Dig is setting up for a full execute. Seconds into the round. Here they go. No warning, just a flash into spawn. No smoke, they fight their way in. Plopsky's in the pit, and he swings to his death. The smoke comes down as they cross, and so the boost is being watched, and Forest deals with Hampers. This might be 6 after all.
Making that bomb plant, they've got the information now as to where some of these players are. There is an elevated plant you can do on the coffins to avoid getting sprayed. Forest tagged and falls to the flames. Maybe there's a chance for Ninjas in Pajamas. So much junk being thrown into the B bomb. Like 2 players facing Freiburg. He may have help from Banana, maybe not. That help has been lost. And all the frags going away by NiP, storming back into this top fight. Harry doing what he can, but Twist will be left alive to get that 10th round for Ninjas in Pajamas. Very solid CT half in that respect. They take the lion's share of the rounds as we move into the second half. We'll see if there's anything more to be done for Dignitas after the break.
Back we go. A 3-on-5 retake for NiP to end the half, and they want to end this series, maybe even end Dig's tournament lifeline if they can close this one out. Although we've seen NiP have problems with closing maps from significant leads. RE 13-6 on Vertigo, they did lose that. Will this be any different?
Rez jumping into the angle backwards to take the crosshair away. Still manages to die though. Sometimes it'd be like that. 4-on-4. Can see some movement from Dignitas on the A-bomb site. I'm wondering if they need to rotate. They'll be closer to a rotation at least. No vision of short now. And in fact, we've got Freiburg rotating over, so Dig are trying to take some guesses here and make their play to the right place, but they've lost all position now on the B bomb site, save for Ruins. They've got one flashbang, and it seems we may see a burst through the smoke. Up high it goes. Here they come, and to no avail, unfortunately for Dignitas. They just get utterly deleted by the likes of Plopsky with a cameo appearance from a blind Nork. NiP with a strong first round. This is not a good look for Dignitas here.
Just a mow down from the Plop. You don't stop.
From the Plop.
Hey, that's on him for naming himself it.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess he did it in Swedish, right? Fair enough.
What's the best or worst in-game name from like a relevant player, right? You can't just pick the most obscure HLTV profile for one match.
Well, I think in all of Counter-Strike, Goose Breeder is the best name.
That's a good point. Wow.
That's just the most gangster name ever.
Breeding geese.
Worst? Well, Makalele's previous name was like Exma in Swedish, right?
Oh.
So he gets the credit for worst. I think his name was XM before, and it means Exma, which is like, why would you do that?
No, yeah, don't feel that one.
Oh, it's a little weird inside of the A-bomb site. These pistols, these scouts getting away with a lot more than perhaps they should have been allowed to. Mac 10 on Hampus trying to turn the tide of battle, but he can't manage it, and now it is all left on to Nork in a 1v2. It's still hidden here in the back of the site. Is that scout, but all he sees it and he wants it, but he's not going to get there in time. It's Dignitas in with 6, and I always remember, I think it was Fuchs, he's French, isn't he? French player. I remember whenever he would be in events, and you know, his name is obviously spelled Fuchs, and so it would be like, oh, better, you know, we had to say Fuchs. I don't know if that's how it was meant to be.
It was
say.
just a K. It was no.
No, yeah. So, I guess it was.
That's
Fuchs.
right. Yeah.
Fuchs. Fuchs.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about it. Who could you get? Like Fuchs, Dick Stacy. There's some other. Booby. Get him on the team.
That whole thing was a bit cringe for me.
Yeah, he changed his name to Bew. Probably not a bad idea.
To Bew?
B-E-W. Bewby. Just Bew.
Okay.
That's where it's from.
Yeah, that was, yeah.
Yeah.
That was a lot.
There's also an NA player called... Oh, I don't know what... I want to clarify before I say it almost. I think he's called Spunk. No, he's Spunky. That's it. Spunky. Yikes.
Yeah, but you know, there's like people used to say like, "Oh, kids got spunk," you know,
Yeah,
like
true.
they didn't.
Yeah, you're
mean
just
it
a pervert,
like,
Hugo. That's a problem.
Yeah.
Well,
Young, hungry pervert.
young and hungry.
That's actually
now.
Hugo's rap name. His new track is releasing next week. Be the first to listen to Young Hungry Pervert.
Jesus.
That's young with just a U.
Well,
I don't know why, obviously, man. Oh, look at this. Harry of Upper Box Smoke is in with 1.
You're fired.
And NiP, their numbers have been whittled right on down. Tech 9 time. Tech 9 time. Oh, only good for 2. Damn. I think Cadian has forever set my expectations too high with the Tech 9.
Yeah, it will never be that good again.
He's a real beast with it, though, man. Like, I see so many people buy Tech 9s, and I'm like, yeah, they're probably not going to do anything with it. But when I see Cadian with the Tech 9, I'm like, ooh, all right. He's going to put something special on this one.
That sounds enthusiastic, Harry.
Yeah, well, you know, I don't want to get too, because he hasn't done anything yet, but it's like, you know, it's the intrigue.
Well then, Dignitas have given themselves some breathing room. They've kept their score honest of Ninjas in Pajamas with their recent round win. And that really does change the game up. Freiburg not shy to get aggressive. Oh, I think Some Da Young is a nice username as well. Not top though, but pretty good. We got 4 pistoleros for Ninjas in Pajamas, looking to impact some damage. Impact some damage, have some impact, do some damage. I said 2 things at once there. Anyway, this will be a dry round. What other nicknames have we got?
There are some wild ones out there. I just can't remember any of the truly crazy ones, but I know that some people have been named like ridiculous stuff.
I think actually Guardian is a sick name as well, especially considering his output at his best with the AWP. I thought that was like a really awesome name.
Look at this little deagle around. It might get away with more than it should have been allowed to. Oh, this timing from Hampus is good. They're not ready for this CT wrap. This could be the undoing of Dig, but they've seen it. Oh, seeing it doesn't matter. You don't get to see much more than that. The Deagles both dome players immediately, and that's probably already a save called for Dig. They're still showing some kind of attention, but with that smoke falling, yeah, that seals the deal.
Frustration station here for Forest maybe, as NiP continue to build into this T half, 12 rounds. No hunting either, low HP and not the money to do it for the Ninjas.
This is turn for the events.
Can they do it again? Can they pull the full comeback? Will NiP let them? Surely on T side, where NiP actually have the room to make their own decisions and aren't just at the whim of Dig's, you know, patient play on the T side like it was on Vertigo. There's a lot of NiP, you know, kind of feeding at times. Maybe on the T side, this is exactly what they need to play their own game, hit their shots and close it out. It's a bit of a classic.
Forrest doesn't seem happy. Little head shake there. It's rare you see him like frustratingly even spraying his gun. Normally the calm player on the team, the dependable. But I mean, it has been a frustrating series. Let's not forget, if you're joining us late, train was pretty bad. It was a no-show for some of the big players. Well, they've brought around what they had. Hulzerk trying to make up for shortcomings elsewhere now. Not wanting to outstay his welcome as he is vulnerable to bottom mid. And there'll be a swing there with 3 Molotovs down on Banana. NiP focusing on A for the time being. We can see the AWP has rotated, announced its position on A. Now heads towards B.
Yeah, solo B for Halzuk. He's got all this info, this long line of sight. And the smoke to drop if they do try and rush him. Right now, though, NiP is setting up towards A. He's trying to post the bomb. Alongside smokes, here come the flashes. 4 on the site for Dig. It's going to be the long wrap that can compromise this stack, but still so many good positions for Dignitas. Freiburg's re-aggressing. This could be good. This could be the bomb. The flash is perfect, but they're all blind, including Freiburg. Luckily, Harry helps him out, and Forrest finds a player in the apartments. 4-3 with a bomb dropped as well. This is going from bad to worse, but kills coming back in favor of NiP, who is still looking to pick up that package.
They've mollied the bomb, but Red will land the shot. Oh, Holzak's here with a flick. Can he get another 1v1? Misses the shot though. Quick crutch from Plopsky. And then NiP survived that test. This may have slipped away from Dignitas now. I do start to wonder. Had a great opportunity to really come back as a formality, but having lost an eco round, I don't know now if their best chances are behind them.
Yeah, and I think that's why we're seeing some frustration, right? They know that they've had opportunities in this game. And I mean, hell, they've had opportunities all tournament long, right? Every single series that we've seen out of Dig has been this incredibly close affair in which you're always left saying, man, you know, if even a few rounds had gone differently, they would have picked up the victory here. And that's basically been their whole experience this tournament. So you can feel that frustration. You understand where it's coming from. They're pushing this round in through the T apartments, and they've just missed the timing onto Twist.
Conga line down the stairs, and Twist wants nothing to do with that. Molly dropped, and with the bomb planted, this is 14. It feels like it might be too far gone. It might be too much to ask for Dignitas to pull this comeback in the third map. These USPs will get cleaned up nice and easy. There it is, flawless round for NiP. As if the scoreline wasn't bad enough, they're rich as well. And here it is, do or die for Dig. Tournament lifeline right now, elimination. NiP coming from, well, the grave, digging themselves out of the dirt in this last chance day. And with 2 more slots to the playoffs, NiP want to lock in one of them. MIBR Cloud9 is next for the final spot. Can NiP get us there? Ooh, Hampus.
Pretty interesting push from Hampus there to run the smoke. Oh, they're going for the little boost. They're throwing Heap up where? Sorry, they're throwing him.
He's on the roof.
Oh, he's on the roof. Right, got it. Okay, so that's good.
Oh God.
But that's actually all the kills to come through in favor of NiP. They start to now crunch down in towards this A bomb site, rather. Can't even get that right. But Freiburg, the man of the hour. There's the double up. He's given Dig a fighting chance, and Forrest just plays to stay alive, waiting for the rotation to come through from Harry over at that B bomb site. Making his way around now, down in the pit. You're looking at Twist. Big clutch on his plate. The round that could get NiP to 15. And 40 seconds left to play with. Ooh. He hit that timing. They peek mid just after he crossed. They don't know that he's got to be. There's time for Twist. Now, they might hear these footsteps that they're up Banana, but I don't think they're going to till it's too late. So Twist not only has the bomb plant here, but he's got time to get posted. They still haven't realized. Dignitas, now the bomb goes down, the penny drops. Harry and Forrest, they've got to be very, very good here. They've got to play off of one another. They can't give him a 1v1 fight. So they've got to stay together. Twist hears the footsteps. He knows they're both coming, and oh, this is filthy hidden in the corner. There's the swing, and Harry will lock it in. So Dignitas, they don't give him room in that 1v2. They put up an 8th on the board, and they, most importantly, deny 15 to NiP.
It's not going to be easy. Another rough situation. Dignitas against 14, 6 rounds behind. They're on the CT side. I don't think the AWP was rescued at the end of this round. Could have delayed the defuse a little bit longer. Maybe it was. No, it was actually. Very good. Well then, Dignitas. Again, a small margin for error here. Loser is eliminated from the tournament. So it's a high pressure situation for both teams. NiP are not going to want to repeat of Vertigo, where they lost a significant lead to end up here. So I don't think either team is breathing easy at the moment. 3-2 set up for Dignitas as the initial grenades are thrown. Pop flash top banana. Plopsky to clear the sandbags. Dignitas seems to have an idea about making a potential retake of top banana.
He almost moved in for a second there. Would have been good info. The bomb's not with them, but obviously depending on how these rounds go, how this round goes, how the kills go, they can commit B, and the bomb is now regrouping with the AWP. All native comments, that could be cheeky, but moved out of the way has Heap. One molly left on this B bomb site and one smoke, so definitely a chance to stop this push, but the timing is everything. NiP, they pull the brakes. They don't want to go through that smoke. They boost up for the coffins. There was a player here earlier, but he's since been boosted at quad. This molly probably will never go down. He's got it in his hand right now. He needs to drop it quick. There it is. Perfect. Oh, no, it blooms in the smoke. It disappears. Plopsky's flash. They need the entry. They pre-fire the boost and double down for Plopsky. Great entries. That molly looked perfect. I don't know how it disappeared on the fading smoke. That must have been the last possible tick. And that might just be 15. The save is called. Dig were committed. Triple short side. Nothing they can do but hide.
Slipping away again. We reached that last chance saloon. Last call at the bar for Dignitas. NiP moved to 15. Match point for NiP. A lot of elimination points for Dignitas. 7 opportunities to be NiP's victim. See what they have to offer for this one. AWP is still in play. Some French guns coming out. Utility is reasonable, but they have to win every round now just to take it to overtime. Twist 25 for 15. Leading Nork by 5 on the scoreboard. See if he can catch up in this round. Maybe the last round. See if Dig have a say in that.
Oh, all right. Nice bit of aggression from Halzerg. Snipes Hampus out of the round, and so an early advantage here for Dignitas. Setting off towards Banana, trying to get this top Banana control, and they get it for free. There's the smoke to keep them out. And while this is going on, Twist is dropping a little bit of utility over here towards A, trying to keep these players here, but there is still a triple stack for Dignitas in the B site. Plopsky on the edge of that smoke catches Halzerg through it, and now this B site gets a little more tricky for Dig to hold on to. Forest back up on the roof again. Doesn't quite deal with Twist over in middle, and now the B players looking to come through from NiP. Creepy crawlies, in they go. Harry gonna have to help his teammate out here as they have crossed underneath him, and he doesn't know about that. He doesn't know that they can be this deep. Heat's blindsided by it, and now this man on the boost, he had to step up there. He needed a couple. Twist holding on to cut down the rotations, and it's left to Forest in the clutch. A big round required here to keep it alive for Dignitas, and it's Forest the man to try and get them there. And he rotates through the speedway. And not being fast about it. Silent as he goes. Up here is the AWP holding on to CT, so he's got to keep his wits about him, and there it is, swinging a little too wide. NiP, they lock in the victory. They defeat Dignitas. And well, for Dig, their journey comes to a close. A bit of a sad one at that, right? It'll be a tournament that's remembered as so close, but never quite getting the games across the line. For NiP, it's a well-rounded recovery across the board, right? A slow start to this event, but now picking up a little more steam.
Tough loss for Dignitas. And it gets even tougher for NiP. I think that was a stressful game for both, especially the way the second map turned around for. We'll be going up against Virtus Pro when they move into the rest of the bracket, and my screen is black and I have no idea why.